Hey guys, Asher coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. I'm glad to have you all here with me today. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, guys. I'm going through a little bit of a rough stretch. I'm being hyperbolic. I'm in a good mood. I love you guys. I actually really enjoy the game still 5 years later. It's a miracle. I'm the one who still enjoys Raid Shadow Legends every day. Unbelievable. But honestly, guys, I've done this before in the past too. I never want to be one of those talking heads on YouTube that I make calls, I make predictions, and then I get it wrong, and then I never mention it again. So I wanted to kind of update my previous news video talking about the new fusion, talking about a few other things in the game, and give you, I don't know, transparently just talk about where I got things wrong, right? And how I feel right now, because how I feel right now is still super unpopular. I see Reddit, I see comments on other YouTube videos, heck, I see other YouTube videos out there, and people are very angry about this fusion. Now, this fusion, where I was wrong, the beginning of my tough stretch here, my tough stretch. It just raid, but still, where I started to go wrong was I hypothesized. I thought this new dude, Armanz the Magnificent, I thought he was gonna be a free champion to celebrate Raid's 5th year anniversary, right? And I was wrong. I was wrong. He's not going to be, he's not a free champion at all. He's actually a fusion. He's a fusion champion. You guys already know that by now. Odds are you're already acquainted with his kit. Fusions aren't easy nowadays in the game, guys, but I think he's worth going for. People are very, very mad. They're mad about this dude because he places the sheep, right? I saw that Chosen put out a video. This will be a disaster. Why the community is so outraged over this. I saw the comments. I saw Reddit. And this is my unpopular opinion. People very mad that Plarium is doubling down on sheep in the game and adding another sheep champion to the game. In all honesty, guys, I think that, sure, polymorph is the problem in my eyes. We had a whole video, myself and Big Papa Drock, talking about polymorph and why it is really, we understand why it was added. I don't want to sit here and just be like, oh, it sucks, move on, next, delete it. Nah, I get it. I get why it was added. Same reason that Stone Skin was added, to give counterplay inside the arena. I get it, to give an option to teams that aren't just the fastest in the game, right? I understand all that, but in practice, it's awful. It really relegates hundreds of champions to the vault because you just can't use them, especially as you get higher inside the arena. So we all know how I feel about polymorph. I think it needs to be massively nerfed. Not deleted. I'm on that one island that I don't think they should remove it at this point. I don't think they will remove it at this point. So I'd like to think about things that actually might happen. However, I think it needs to be, maybe blocked with block debuffs or cleansed or, bring the chances down. I mean, there's a billion ways. And again, we spoke about that, but I do not have a problem with them adding a sheep. I don't think a sheep champion is worth getting irate for. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that a lot of you guys are irate about it, I get it. I get just seeing the word sheep. I understand how it can be annoying to see. Like, oh yeah, instead of addressing polymorph, they're going to add a sheep champion. I understand that. I understand it. However, I don't have a problem with sheep champions in the game. I have a problem with polymorph as a blessing. Either way, this dude looks like a beast. I was wrong about him being free. Definitely a bad call on my part, right? Because I got people excited about it, and then he's like, oh yeah, it's a fusion you're gonna have to grind for. So I apologize. I obviously had no inside knowledge. I just thought 5-year anniversary, probably gonna be cool. However, I saw that today, again, I'm not going to show you the whole video, but I will link it. This is the update 8.30 sneak peek video. You can see Armanz the Magnificent. Again, I think he's going to be really freaking good in PvP inside the arena. If you're more of a PvE focused player, especially if you're free to play, very low spender, you don't have the resources, you haven't saved up, you're not prepped for this fusion, I don't think he's going to be a PvE stud, so to speak. So maybe you pass. I talked to a few free-to-play friends, and they're passing on this one. However, I love PvP, so I'm going to be going for him 100%, even though I'm traveling this weekend, so it's going to be a pain. A full-time job to do fusions, guys. You miss one thing, you're down on yourself, right? New progress missions. People are also very upset about this because the new progress missions are also tied to PvP. And as I just mentioned, PvP is not for everybody inside this game, It's not. So it really sucks that they're tied to, go ahead and grind live arena, somebody who hates PvP. Have fun with that. Have fun with that. However, new champions at the end. I see a lot of speculation, right? And I'm not gonna be wrong twice in a row on this one, guys. I'm not gonna say he's a free login or a free loyalty, but this dude right here, I've seen a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people say, my man Nubraids, upcoming sneak peek, Nub reacts, St. Patrick's Day guaranteed. So is he a guaranteed? Is he a loyalty? Is he a holiday thing? Is he a login freebie? I don't know, but a lot of speculation that he might be. He might be the guaranteed St. Patrick's Day champion. Anyway, guys, I wasn't just wrong there. In that same video, I was talking about Marius the Gallant, and I said he looked amazing, and I still think he looks absolutely insane with the enfeeble and everything else. So, yeah, stand by that for sure. However, man, oh man, oh man, I totally missed my man, Androck. I was like, who's that dude anyway in the video? Shame, 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 because he's pretty cool. He's the only champion in the game right now who has an AoE enfeeble. Now, the reviews on him, the tier lists on him, everything I've heard about this dude has been meh, average mythical champion. However, I saw that Saf on HH Gaming Network put out a video yesterday or 2 days ago where he basically went in there and he's like, dude, this is the most broken champion inside the entire game because of enfeeble. Bosses, it works against every boss. Bosses cannot crit, almost every boss, excuse me, not Phantom Shogun. But bosses can't do anything. They can't land any of their debuffs when they're enfeebled, and it works against almost every boss. So if that's not a mistake, if that's not a glitch or a bug, and that's the intention with enfeeble, then it basically negates every PvE boss. It's crazy. If you have Androck the Glorious, tell me why you're not screaming from the rooftops about this guy. Tell me why no one seems to notice nor care about what this guy can do, you know? Would love to hear from you guys. But Armanz, I mentioned that because he has, not Armanz, excuse me, Marius has the enfeeble on an AoE as well. Is enfeeble the future of Raid Shadow Legends? Is it? I don't know. But I got one more thing. I'm not going to say wrong yet because it's still a day or two away at the time of this recording, but I went on this massive tirade, and this is really the cherry on top of why I want to make this video for you guys this Monday, is I went on this massive rant at the end of the last news video talking about Siegfried the Nephilim, Little Miss Annie, Supreme Aethel, basically the 3 buffs that are coming in a day or two, right? And Siegfried the Nephilim, I gotta be real with you guys. This guy, they added a lot more damage, allegedly, to his A1 and his A2. And then they went in here, and now this A3, the Rage of Nephilim, attacks one enemy. It's now going to ignore 50% of target's defense and then attack everybody else with surplus damage. And I think I was raging so hard in that video. Oh, his Metamorph is a secret skill. It's a secret skill. It sucks. Blah, 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 blah. Not a mythical, not a mythical. Ah. But in reality, I think that, you know what I did? If somebody in that video, thank you, by the way, whoever you are, somebody was like, dude, you got to play. I have this guy, right? You got to play around with him a little bit more and just try not to. The comment was like, I get the frustration about the secret skill Metamorph, but why don't you just give him a shot, you know? So you know what I did? I took that to heart. And I've been playing, I put all 4 of them, the mythicals that I own, in the same arena team, right? And I just been messing around with my guy, right? Messing around a little bit. And again, the buff is not even in the game right now. And I got to be totally real with you guys. He kind of, you know what? The commenter had a point. And again, one thing I do is I like to pride myself when I might be wrong on things. I still think it's stupid that this dude has that he can't just metamorph, right? I hate that about him, right? But that ability right there that just popped off, that's going to ignore 50% defense. He's got, again, the damage boosting too. Maybe if I just look at it glass half full, and I just look at it, it's like, okay, if he's a crazy nuker who just can alternate forms and turn into a reviver and a healer and blah, 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 maybe he could be really freaking good, you know? Maybe he could be. Maybe unorthodox, maybe it's weird, but maybe he's good. I also kind of dumped on little Miss Annie's buff too, giving her the revive on death. And again, this is just me. I kind of went back and I was like, well, with revive on death, she can still come back and trigger her passive where she attacks somebody who killed her. So maybe that's not a bit. Maybe I'm just too negative lately. You ever have that in real life? Ever? You ever have in real life where you're just you're just looking at things negatively and it kind of bleeds over to your relationships? In this case, my relationship with Raid, feels like a freaking relationship. It's definitely love-hate at times. You ever feel that way, guys? Anyway, I feel like that might be me recently. And you know what? I want to take, whether it be Armanz the Magnificent, whether it be Marius the Gallant, whether it be Little Miss Annie or Siegfried the Nephilim, I think I want to just, I'm talking to myself here too, but maybe one or two of you out there need it too. I want to just take a little bit more of a, hey, why don't I give things a shot, try them, and then come to my conclusion, even if it's incredibly negative. But why don't we just give things a shot a little bit more here? And I think that's what I'm going to do. So guys, thanks for listening to me ramble on for about 10 minutes. I appreciate you all. I have actually a backlog of 2 or 3 videos that I really love. One that I'll tease right now. I discovered a support legendary, Void support legendary. You can guess in the comments who is just now one of my... I hated this champion so much. And now I was wrong. I was wrong. That will be, I think, tomorrow or Wednesday. Anyway, guys, much love. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care, guys.